Good day all. Today we're off in the Peak District. We're going to Dark Peak, just near Castleton. There's an area there which is prone to airplane crashes back in 1945 and 1943. A lot went wrong with navigation and there was a lot of training going on. So the first one we're going to find is a Spitfire, and the second one today is an Oxford. First time I've been hunting for crashed aircraft sites. There probably won't be much to see, so navigation will be key today. The hill to my right is extremely high. Whoa, yeah, and I'm going to pull in and show you what it looks like. I'm not surprised there's an airplane crash up there. I don't know if you can see up there. That's where we're going, that's where we're heading. Obviously it's a memorial site. We're not going to remove anything. We're just going to look to see if we can find any wreckage, anything left from the original site. See you in a bit, see you when I get closer. Okay, so we're heading to find this Spitfire. We're currently just about there, and I'm heading this way to number 33, which is where the Spitfire is. And up there, which is where everybody seems to be going, lots of people, they're off to Mamtor up there. So I'm currently by that wood. I've got about another 1.5 kilometres to get to Rushup Edge there, and then I'm going to see if we can find that Spitfire, number 33. Quite a steep climb, as you can see here, but we'll see when we get there. So right now we've just passed Mamtor up there. We're in a car park here, and as we get around that corner we've got to get up that hill there. It's over the top of that hill, just the top of the bus stop there. Another couple of kilometres. Okay, up that top of that hill up there, where everybody is, that's Mamtor. And on the map, it's just here. I'm halfway up this track, so I'm not going to go all the way. I'm going to cut across now, go along the top of the valley, of the hill, and see if I can find these two wrecks. I think I'll find this one first, then come back for this one. That's the Spitfire, that's the Oxford. But I'm about there, just at the top of this little track. And if I carry on up, I'll be at top of Mamtor. So, onwards and upwards. Okay, so the last clip is down there around that bend at a car park. Where have we got to go? There. 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 Just above those green trees. Okay, so it's a bit of a walk. Pick up the pace because it's getting dark now. There's the sun. I reckon I've got about 1.5 hours. I know the way back. So here's an interesting bit. Just as I approached the top, I can see down the steep side of the cliff. And I don't know if you can look at this map here, but I am just approaching this wall here, which is just down there. But this steep bit in pink there, this steep bit is that bit there. It's there. So just below that, on the side of that wall, you can see there'll be a wall just down there. I hope you can see it if I zoom in. There's the marks of a wall here. So just past there is the crash site of the Oxford. So if I'm right, it's sort of that grey shadow area there, which I'll pass as I walk over the top. I'll look down, and that's where the Oxford crashed. Interesting, but I don't think I'll have enough time to climb down the hill and have a look, so I'll carry on. But when I get closer, I'll see if I can see any more. So we just walked along the crest. It's sweaty a bit, but we're currently just where my finger is now, just at the top of just above where the Oxford crashed. So if I look over the edge, here, it's there. So where that wall is, that space down there. So that's the remains of an Oxford bomber from 1943. Yeah, it's just there. God bless the crew. We're going to carry on now. We're going to carry on up over there so we can find the Spitfire crash. Okay, so on the map in a minute you'll see a straight road here. Okay, then you'll see the road going across to there, where that car is down there. Halfway along there, directly between halfway and me, is the site of the Oxford crash. So it's in these trees here. Bushes, it's quite sparse down there, but that's the crash site of an Oxford bomber. So I'm quite high now. I'm probably the highest spot for quite a way. I'm at a place, there's a little lump here, it's called Lord's Seat. I can tell it's called Lord's Seat because there's a sign here. It's also on my map, but look at the beautiful views all the way around Dart Peak. Sun's still quite high in the sky. It's up there, somewhere up there it is. So I think I've still got an hours of daylight left. But what I'm more interested in is this Spitfire, which is the crash 80 years ago. It's there's a climb up here. I believe it's just over this hill here. I honestly think it's just here. That's where the Oxford was, down there. I showed you a minute ago. Those clump of trees down there. But about another half a kilometre, which is just literally over there, should be the Spitfire remains. But I'm struggling to find a way down actually. But it's only 200 yards, so pretty close. And if you look at the map here, guys. I don't know if you can see that. I'm now at this place called Lord's Seat, and I've literally got to get 2 fences, and it's only 100 yards down the hill. So that's where I'm going. Okay, so I think I'm here now. I've just passed Lord's Seat. Lord's Seat. Go round the bend, and this bit here, which I think is where I am, is this track here. It's only a small track, there's no wall anymore, must be an old wall. I've got, I don't know, maybe 200 metres, 150 metres, and it's off to the right. So actually, I think it's on this flat bit. I don't think it's actually there. I think it's just about there. I'm going to go and have a look. Well, I found it. There's not a lot here, because it's all covered in snow. So I can't see what there is, but let me zoom out. But this bit of land here, this bit of gorse or whatever you want to call it, next to this wall. You see this wall going down here. Okay, that wall there, just to the right of it here is where the Spitfire crashed, and it's about 100 metres from the edge, maybe a little bit further, so it might be just here. So this is the guy Ron Mitchell who dumped his aeroplane here. He didn't die. Apparently up there in the sky in 1943 it was, not 1945. He had a bit of an air-to-air accident while they were doing formation flying. He lost control of his aircraft, couldn't control it any longer, looked for somewhere to land, and landed here on this moor. So just over there is that seat that I was talking about, and this is the area. So the guy didn't die, so there's no memorial here. They've obviously removed all the wreckage. It wasn't a complete write-off. I think they managed to recover the aeroplane somehow. So that's why there's no remains here. It wasn't a full crash, but it was still a Spitfire crash. So there we go. So I've searched for something which probably they've removed most of it. I bet if there was no snow here, I'll be able to find some bits of the wreckage. And as you see, it's pretty much snowy everywhere. Right, I'm heading back now before the sun goes down. Right, we've got serious walking to do now to get back. Sun's nearly gone in. I'm now at the point where I can see the Oxford crash site down there. just by the road, just to this side of it. The other crash site's over there, where the Spitfire was. But I've got to get back over to there. There's my car. Along here, over that crest, and down there before it gets dark. So that's it for today. See you on the next walk.